Hello, today I'm going to teach you about tie and dye. So, traditionally, tie and dye was done with vegetable dyes or plant based dyes. They used to extract the color from some plant roots, some flowers, some vegetable peels, and that was used for the dyeing of the cloth. Later on, chemicals were used for dyeing. Normally now if you see the commercial dyeing factories, they use chemicals. So now what can we do? We are going to use acrylic colors. We are going to use these acrylic colors for dyeing a cloth. There are different ways of folding the cloth and tying it before dyeing it. So let's start. So this one you have to do it from the center. So take a cloth, preferably a cotton cloth. Hold the cloth from the center, and then we need to tie it at intervals. But don't fold it like this. It has to be properly pleated like this. And then you can either use rubber bands or you can use the thick thread. So I'm using rubber bands now. So at intervals, I'll tie the rubber bands. This technique is done from one corner. Hold the cloth from one corner and put the rubber bands in the same way at intervals. So start from one corner and keep putting the rubber bands after intervals. This one is a triangle fold. You take a square, fold it in a triangle, again in a triangle. Like this you have to fold it multiple times and tie these corners of the triangle with the rubber band. All three corners will have different colors. You have to dye it with different colors and then at the center one color. This will give this effect. Now this is done by fan folding method. Fan folding, you just have to do the fan folding of the cloth like this and then fold it in half. Put a rubber band here and here. And then I have dyed this side in one color, this side in yellow, again this side in yellow, these opposite sides in green, and then here at the center I have used pink and brown. You have to let it dry and then only you can open it. This is the effect you get with fan folding technique. This is a triangle fold. This is a bigger triangle fold. Here you don't have to tie the cloth. First you need to do bigger fan folds and then fold triangles in a crisscross way. So one fold here, one fold at the back, one fold here, one at the back. So we need to fold it front and back in a triangular way. And after that, I have tied three sides, three edges. This edge in green, this in blue, and this in orange. After it dries, you can open, and this is the effect you get. So today I'm going to do the circular one, the first one that I had shown you. I'm going to do the circular one. Hold the cloth from the center, pleat it properly, and put rubber bands at intervals. So after 1 inch, I'll put another rubber band here. Then another one here. So I'm going to use 4 colors. So after you tie, you need to dip it in water. Take a bowl of water and dip the cloth in it. You don't have to tumble it too much. Just remove the extra water so that it's not dripping, but it's fully wet. Now I'll use acrylic colors. Start from a lighter color. I'll take yellow first. When you're taking the color also, see that the brush is quite wet. It should not be thick color the way that we use for fabric painting. It has to be a little watery. So I've used one color now. I'll use pink as the second color. Wash the brush, take the color and paint only this section in between the two rubber bands. Then I'll take blue and paint the third section. Then for the fourth section, I'll take red. See that the color is also a little watery, but not too watery, so that it spreads well. Now, after this, we can't make sure that the inner layers of the cloth have also got the color. That's why just twist it here, just pinch it here so that all the inside layers should also get the color. Wash your fingers and do the same with the next color also. Press it a little bit so that the color goes to the inside layers also. So do this for all the colors. You have to make sure that the inside layers of the cloth should also get the color. There will be a little bit of mixing at this junction. That's not a problem. But now that we have the rubber bands at places, it will not let the color to get transferred to the next section. Now we need to let it dry. After it is completely dry, we can open and see how does it look. If we open it now, we might transfer the color from one place to another while opening it. That's why we need to let it dry and then only we can open. Now it's a few hours after I let it dry. So let's remove the rubber bands and see what is the effect. As I said before, instead of rubber bands, we can also use thick thread to tie it. Now let's open. It's still not fully dry, but it's almost dry. Now this is what we have got. This is the circular way of tie and dye. We can use this technique on t-shirts also. You can do it from one side of the t-shirt or right at the center of the t-shirt. You can make it on dupattas. So with just acrylic colors that we usually have, we can easily make the tie and dye at home.